Hello, it's Sadie. I wanted to come on and do weekly energy reading. It is October 21st, Monday. This week, okay, there's kind of a lot. There's a lot of energy. We are moving into Scorpio season, so this is officially the last day of Libra season, and then we are moving into Scorpio season. The one thing Spirit was really bringing through, and what's interesting about this week is it's both emotional because of Scorpio season. So there can be an overflow of emotions, which can be good or bad, depending on what you're feeling. You could have waves of joy and bliss and happiness and waves of anger and rage and despair. There could be, you could literally feel like you're drowning in emotions, okay? Equally though, the energy is very cerebral. And so overactivity in the mind, in the mental space. So both your mental body and your emotional body are going to be overstimulated this week and as we are going into Scorpio season. Again, Scorpio season officially begins tomorrow, October 22nd. And there's just a lot in the collective consciousness and the collective psychic sphere. It is saturated right now. It is polluted with energy of people's emotions and people's fears, their anxieties. But equally, we are being saturated, especially us here in the United States, because we're moving into an election within a couple weeks. There's a massive election for the presidency of the United States. And so the information overload right now is very, very, very strong. This is a good week to really kind of step back, okay? Hermit mode, hermit energy. The thing Spirit was saying specifically about this week is it's not just about protecting your energy, it's about energetic accountability. And so let me explain what that means as I was kind of guided to explain it. I say this many times, everything is energy, okay? Our thoughts and emotions are energy. They become things. Equally, everything in the environment is energetic. Even inanimate objects have a frequency, have a vibration. So you are a living being made up of a system. Your biological body is systems of living things connecting and sending signals to each other. And we're living things in a living world. We're living beings, we're spiritual beings, we're human beings, and we're in a living world. So there's a lot of energy, okay? Everything is energy. And it all has a specific vibrational frequency. And so with that, the frequency is constantly fluctuating. It's constantly fluctuating within your body. When you feel healthy, when you feel good, when you feel vital, when you've gotten a good amount of sleep, and when you're eating nutritious foods, your body feels different than when you're unhealthy, you're dealing with illness, you're tired, you're stressed out. Very loud at the moment. And that's a good metaphor for like what the energy is right now. It's very loud. The energy is very loud, okay? So going back to what I was saying, we fluctuate constantly. The emotions fluctuate constantly. The mental body and the thoughts fluctuate constantly. And so Spirit has been saying this, but as we move into the age of Aquarius, as we start really becoming more of our spiritual selves and embodying more and integrating more of our higher self and our spiritual gifts, we all have to become more energetically accountable. And so this means really knowing what your homeostasis, and I'm not just saying homeostasis in the terms of 98.6, the body temperature, but what is your energetic temperature? What is like your balancing point? What is your center energetically? This is important to know when you're on a spiritual journey. You need to know your own frequency, your own vibration, your comfortable vibration spot, your energetic homeostasis. You need to know that. You need to be aware of that. If you're not aware of that, this is a good week to kind of take a step back from everything, zoom out, tune out, and just kind of like sit with yourself, sit with your body. What makes you feel good? What doesn't make you feel good? What exercises bring you more energy? What foods make you feel like you're satisfied, but at the same time, you're not bloated? Like, these are the things that are really important to pay attention to right now, because our energetic accountability is going to determine what we experience and what we're creating. Okay. The title of the video for this week is Perception is Reality. I heard this like 20 years ago. Steve Rother, he does a lot of spiritual work. He used to have a website called Lightworkers. Now he has a YouTube channel called Espavo, I believe it is. And he's always channeled a higher dimensional group. And one of his channelings that I read years ago, like literally like 20 years ago, was talking about perception is your reality. Your perception at any given moment of time is the reality that you're going to experience. And as we become, all of us, those here on this channel and those just in the overall collective of humanity and the world, as we become more spiritually aware, more spiritually attuned, as we start activating our spiritual gifts and coming online, that energetic accountability is going to be more apparent and more important. So if you notice that, like right now, you're anxious, you're tired, you're irritated, you're whatever, and you're not at a place energetically where you feel like balanced, you don't feel like you're in an energetic homeostasis point, this is a good time to cleanse your energy, to take a step back, to purge, to release old things, to literally clean your space, to exercise whatever exercise feels good for your body, to eat healthy foods or life-affirming foods, not things that are going to weigh you down, not things that are heavily dense or heavily processed. It's just a good week for that, because the one thing about energetic accountability is that because everything is energy and because we are living beings in a living world, we are always creating. Every thought, every emotion, every action is creating something else. And the present moment is your point of power. And so in this point of power, in this present moment, you're creating the future outcome for yourself. And so it's very, very important to be accountable for what you're creating. What are you putting out? Is it love? Is it fear? Very important to be aware of that. Tune into yourself continuously this week. What am I feeling? What am I thinking? Why? What am I putting out? And remind yourself that what you're putting out is what you're creating. The other thing that Spirit was saying about the energy right now is that there's like instantaneous manifestations. So again, being more energetic, accountable, and aware of your vibration and where you're at in the moment. As I have said before, I will say it again, my guides are always saying the higher the vibration, the higher the outcome. And so even if you are in a challenging situation If you can have faith over fear, if you can pray instead of worry, you are going to have a higher outcome. Here's the thing with the energy right now too, is it is very intense. There's a lot of tower moments. There's a lot of grief. There's a lot of despair. There's a lot of people passing away. There could be a collective event that takes place this week or over the next 2 weeks that emotionally stirs people up, okay? There could be more celebrity deaths. There could be more things coming out in the public sphere. Again, it is so, so important to be in a space where you're not absorbing all of the energy and of the emotions that aren't yours, where you're not dipping your vibration down to a level where it would put you in a space where you're going to create situations and outcomes that you don't like. We have to remember October and Scorpio season in particular, cannot stress this enough, is like a harvest time. It is not a coincidence that in the Northern Hemisphere, we are in fall, and fall is called harvest. And that harvest happens during this time of year. Everything is energy. Energy gets harvested. And so you just want to be very, very mindful and aware of what is harvesting your energy. Lower vibrational entities, lower vibrational systems need to feed off of fear and worry and doubt and anger and jealousy. They need to feed off of those lower energies. And so when you are in a better energetic space, you're not feeding lower energies and not creating a collective timeline that is not for the highest good of all, but only serves a select few that benefit off of the harvesting of our energy. I cannot stress it enough how powerful you are. Every single one of you who are watching, regardless of where you are at on your spiritual journey, regardless of how aware of your power you are powerful. And it's like everything in the atmosphere is going to try to distract you from your power this week. I think this is a great metaphor for the energy right now, because it really is that. It's the energetic noise is going to hit a fever pitch beginning this week, Scorpio season, because it's a water element. It's really going to try to stir people up emotionally in a negative way. And so you can combat that by being accountable for your energetic frequency, your vibration at all times, coming into the present moment, understanding the present moment is your point of power, being aware of the here and now, tuning out the noise. So if that is meditation, if that is breath work, whatever you need to do to tune out. This even could be a week where you take a step back from social media, from readings, from everything that is not just putting you in a peaceful space. Again, because the energy is very, very heavy right now. It's very dense, and there's a lot of grief in the air, and there's a lot of people passing. You might be feeling a lot of grief. This is not a message to bypass what you're feeling. The only way out is through. You have to feel your grief. You have to feel your feelings, okay? But you can do that in a very safe, energetic space. And so if you're in a space right now where you're feeling a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, a lot of grief, a lot of loss, This is really a good time to spend more time by yourself, spend more time in nature, take more showers. Water is a cleanser. It cleanses. It is a neutral charge. So you can charge water and you can literally just take a shower, not even to like wash yourself, but just to sit under the water and allow that energy to cleanse you and say and affirm, I just allow this to cleanse my energy. I allow myself to feel better. I allow myself to release the emotional baggage that I'm holding on to. I allow myself to grieve. I allow myself to purge, whatever it is that you're going through. Start taking more waters, start drinking more waters, flush and cleanse your emotions out, because emotions are energy in motion. They need a release. They need an outlet. So anything that you can do to purify your emotions through water, either drinking a lot of water, taking more showers, taking more baths this week, being near water, because water is very healing. It's very cleansing. This is a good week for that. The other thing too, just again, trying to remember all the downloads that I was given. Back to what I was saying about the energetic accountability. This is a week too where, again, you're going to want to be very discerning about the information that's coming in, and everything that you're connecting to. Be very discerning this week. Also, watch what you consent to. Okay? This is about what you're co-signing to in your life. Just very important. Consent matters. And you can consent to things that you do not align with energetically just by being in certain energetic spaces. So this is a week where it's like your thoughts and your emotions and how you navigate the world is very, very important, because it literally could be a self-fulfilling prophecy for you. Again, we're always creating. We are co-creators with spirit, but we're always creating. And so in the mental body, in our emotional body, we're always thinking thoughts and we're always feeling feelings. Be very mindful and aware of what you're thinking and what you're feeling this week. Because, again, because of the energy right now during this time, during this season, and there's a lot of energetic harvesting, you could create accidents, you could create tower moments, you could create things that you don't want to experience because you're watching something on TV and it gets you energetically riled up and it gets you angry. Or because you're listening to something, a podcast or something on social media, and it triggers you. So again, important this week, hermit, zoom out, tune out, cleanse, just to keep the emotions flowing and balanced. Because there is this overcurrent of emotions right now. And with the mind, with your thoughts, be aware of what you're thinking at all times. Come into awareness. This is a good week for mindfulness and meditation. This is also a good week for affirmations, saying what you want to experience, communicating what you want to experience, thinking about what you want to experience so that you can bring it to life. Again, that energy of self-fulfilling prophecy and sort of instant manifestation is very, very potent and powerful right now. The other thing too about this week is the energy of judgment was coming through very, very strong. Judgment has, like, in the tarot, judgment is about rebirth, renewal. It could be about a wake-up call. It is highly about ascension and just kind of like rising up from the ashes, seeing from that higher perspective. That's really, really important this week. The eagle, to see from the highest perspective, letting go of maybe some of your judgments about certain things and just trying to view things in a very neutral way. Be the observer this week. It's very important, but judgment is very strong in the atmosphere. And so you could receive a lot of projected judgments towards you. Other people may be very judgmental at this time. You might be picking up on a lot of harsh judgments. And so again, just be the observer this week. Keep your vibration high and see things from the highest perspective. Just because someone is projecting their stuff at you doesn't mean it's about you. Don't take it personally. I know that is much easier said than done, but this is an important week not to. Also, with the judgment energy and the Ace of Swords, there could be a lot of unexpected communication coming to you this week. Communication and information that you need, that's going to bring in clarity, that's going to bring in confirmations, that's going to give you what you need to move forward. So there's good energy in between, sandwiched in between everything else that's going on. But especially because, again, we're in an election time and we're inching closer. There's just so much in the collective sphere that is saturated and polluted with BS, with nonsense, with garbage. And when I'm saying BS, I'm not just talking about bullish, I'm talking about belief systems. Make sure you're not consenting to a belief system that is not actually yours. For those of you who do vote, I don't vote, I pray. Prayers up this week. Prayers up the next few weeks for the highest outcome of all, and the highest outcome and the highest frequency and highest vibration. But for those of you who do pray, you already know who you're voting for. So you don't need to watch more things. I really do feel, and this is something that came up the last election, that these last couple weeks before the election energetically are the most dangerous and most sort of like toxic to our mental body because of the propaganda and the collective programming and the social engineering that takes place for entertainment purposes only. I don't know if that's going to get me in trouble with this video, but it's truth. And so again, discernment is key. You know your truth. You know what you feel is right for you. Do you? You don't have to explain that to anybody. You don't have to you don't know anybody an explanation. You don't know anybody your thoughts and your opinions. It's very, very dense right now. And whenever the energy is this dense, there is usually something that takes place in the collective to, again, bring in more density, more fear, to harness and harvest that energy, not for the highest good of all. And so, just like with the hurricane that just passed, I truly believe the outcome was better because people were sending light, people were sending love, people were sending prayers. And so for the United States, send light, send love, send prayers, wrap everybody in love, even if it's not your team, even if it's not your person that you're voting for. Highest outcome for all in the world right now. Send light, wrap everybody around in a bubble of light, love, protection. Pray for the highest outcome of all. For yourself personally, light, love, protection. Pray for the highest outcome of all. use that quick Archangel Michael prayer if it resonates with you. Just all you literally have to do is Archangel Michael shields up. Archangel Michael shields up. You're driving. Archangel Michael shields up. Archangel Michael's going to come in, shield the car, shield your energetic space. Because again, your perception is your reality. You're creating based upon what you think, what you view, how you see things. Say things from the highest perspective. Create the best reality for yourself. You are becoming more spiritually attuned, and because of that means that you have to take more energetic accountability for what you experience in your life. This is not to say that you're to blame for negative or bad experiences, but it is to say that you are co-creating with the universe. And so the more that you can keep your mind clear, keep your emotions clear and balanced, use wise discernment, always listen to and trust your intuition at all times, in all ways, okay? All the time. And just make thoughtful, conscientious decisions from the highest vibration and from places of love and places of compassion and places of peace. You will receive the highest outcome for you, okay? And you're also helping to create a higher outcome for all of us. Equally, going back to what I was saying, I know this is a long video. There was so much coming through. With those who are grieving right now, with those who are in really, really heavy emotional spaces of grief and loss. One of the things Spirit was giving me to share about this week was, I remember years ago when I was reading The Vortex. The Vortex is a book by Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks. And it always, like, this part of it always, like, stuck with me, because she was saying, you know, sometimes the jump from, like, despair to happiness is, like, too far. It's the variance of that energetic space is too far. But if you can just seek relief, better feeling thoughts, things that bring you relief, things that bring you peace, you are then in a better space to receive the highest alignment of your vortex of the good that you've already created. And so again, I have to say this week because everything is just so amped up and so loud and moving forward, and the energy is moving forward, the pace, the speed, the frequency is moving forward, okay? And because of that, manifestations are coming very, very quicker than they ever have. If you can't feel happy, feel peace, seek relief in healthy ways, okay? So again, water, going outside in nature, meditating, crying, whatever it is that brings in the cleansing for you to have relief. Seek that this week, because that's a higher vibration and you'll be creating from a higher energetic space. All right. I know I talked for a long time. A lot of energy this week. All right. So we're going to get into the tarot, ethereal visions. And again, tune out the noise as much as possible, because it is going to be noise and you can't make this stuff up. As I was cutting the deck, Ace of Swords. Tune out the noise. This is a week of mental clarity, of willpower, of really focusing your mind, your thoughts, your intentions. It's also a week of, for some of you, expressing yourself, speaking your truth. For others of you, receiving information, much needed information that's going to give you clarity. But it's going to come in the psychic sphere where there's everything else trying to distract you and trying to get you to and persuade you in a certain way. And so again, this is a week of like clear pointed thinking and using discernment of what's the information that's for your best and highest good, and what's the information that you need to like clear and cut out. Okay. higher self, Holy Spirit, guides, guardians, and angels of unconditional love. What else do you want to bring through for this week? Seven of Pentacles, that's the energy of harvest. There could be some good financial gains coming in this week, things that you've been working on for a while. Again, any delays that happen are divinely guided. Delays are in your favor. Delays are for the best and highest of good. And so just be patient. Don't focus on the delay. Keep focusing your mind, your attention, your intention on what you desire, what you'd like to receive. You've done the work. Now you just got to let the universe cook and do its part, okay? This is a week where there could be energy around soulmates. Soulmates are not just romantic partners, but for some of you, this is communication and connection with a soulmate, with a romantic partner. This also could be a week of family and children, because there's children specifically in this card, or someone coming back from the past. So take it as it resonates. All of that, all the above could be true. This could be something that you've been waiting for or wanting for a while, wanting to manifest a connection in some way. Looks like things are starting to take flight this week. I say that because we have Justice card, things coming into balance, good karma coming back to you, rights being wronged, things that were held in the dark coming to the light, truth coming out. So this is a week where there could be, again, more disclosures, more truth in the collective. Be mindful of what you are putting your attention on and paying attention to. But for you personally, justice is bringing in balance. And so expect positive outcomes, expect decisions in your favor. Queen of Cups, keep your heart open. Again, because we're moving into Scorpio season, there could be more of an energy of wanting love, wanting romance, being in a very loving, open-hearted space. So this is Scorpio energy, but this is also Cancer and Pisces energy. Just be that nurturing, loving person that you are, because that's the energy of abundance, and it could literally bring in abundance. Like we go from the Seven of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles, which is 8 Pentacles. You receiving for all your hard work and efforts. Affirm abundance, affirm wealth this week, and it will be yours. There's a new cycle opening up. There's more abundance. For some of you, this is like unexpected money or an unexpected gift. And it comes at a time where things are heavy. You've been carrying a heavy load. There's a lot of responsibilities. There's a lot going on for you. But again, you've got this. You'll get through it. For others of you too, this is a week where there could be some heartbreak, could be some disappointment in terms of love. Interestingly enough, we have the King and Queen of Cups. Just again, if things don't go the way you want them to go, understand everything is in divine timing and all delays are in your favor. Let's clarify what that Three of Swords is. Oh, okay. We have the Devil. So again, lower vibrational energy is strong right now. Okay. You don't need to be a psychic to feel it. Keep your mind clear. Keep your emotions clear. Even if you're going through grief, even if you're going through pain, understand and trust and know, as you're clearing out your emotions, as you're purging your emotions, as you're praying, as you're keeping energetic accountability and doing energetic protection and listening to your intuition, you are supported in all ways. There is some sort of financial shift here as well. So it goes from the Five of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. So some of you, again, you might have to wait a little longer for your money, for your abundance to come in, but Spirit is saying it is going to come. Remember that the devil is a liar. Don't get caught up in all the noise. Keep your mind clear. Keep your emotions clear. Keep your heart open this week. That's what's going to bring you into the Wheel of Fortune and divine alignment with your Ten of Cups, your happy ending. We've got 3 10s here, 10, 10, 10. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. This is good karma. This is justice coming in for you. Again, don't get caught up in this energy. Don't get caught up in that energy. As much as you can as possible. We actually had 4 tens because we had the 10 of Wands too. You're moving from a space of heaviness, of grief, of darkness into wealth, abundance, happiness. But as we are shifting timelines right now, it is just so important to close out the karmic cycles, let the past go, forgive what you need to forgive, grieve what you need to grieve, cleanse and clear your energy, but stay balanced and stay in alignment with your highest good. Hermit is underneath the World card. Again, this is a good week to just focus within. All the answers, everything you need, everything that is going to fulfill you it's already here. You just have to ask for your guidance. You have to ask and focus within, and you will receive that, okay? The energy is heavy, and there's a lot of intense energy, but there's a lot of good as well. And so focus on the light, focus on the good, focus within. Do your spiritual practices this week. Be very disciplined in your spiritual practices. Be very disciplined in your energetic protection, okay? Final messages, Denise Lynn, Sacred Destiny Oracle. This is a week of opportunity. Opportunity to manifest your greatest dreams. All those tens, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. The potential for that energy, justice, is here now. There's just a lot of other energies and a lot of other things in the atmosphere that wants to pull you off course, that wants to distract you, that wants to lower your energy. And so you've just got to make the choice this week. Not today, Satan. Not this week, Satan. I am moving to my highest timeline. I am elevating my frequency. I am ascending. I am moving forward. I will receive and achieve my divine fulfillment, my highest divine timeline. You just have to really affirm what you want this week and stand on business, okay? But again, it is an opportunity. It is an opportunity to reach for the stars and to receive the manifestation of your desires. Spirit, anything else? There's many blessings, much abundance, much love coming in. Be open to it. Keep your heart open, regardless of what's going on in the world. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust that your universe and guides and spirit has your back. If you didn't come this far to get this far, okay, trust that. Trust the process and trust the timing as well, okay? Because you're moving into a gateway of pleasure, of joy, of happiness. This is going to be a positive change for you because there are new beginnings arising for you. But it is your work this week to be diligent. Stay above the fray. Keep your vibration high. Look at everything from the highest perspective because your perception is literally going to be your reality. There's one more card sticking up. Choose inner peace. Whatever can bring you inner peace this week, that's your work. Work on the inner peace. Hermit, if you need to. Take a staycation if you need to. Get away from people, get away from media, get away from all of it if you need to. Because you are creating a beautiful change in your life of abundant new beginnings. You're at the end of a heavy cycle. Move through it with ease and grace, okay? Again, this is a week to be diligent and choose peace. What is it that brings you inner peace this week? Choose that direction. You'll be happy that you did. And tune out the noise. of the external world. All right. So we're going to say a prayer. We're ending with a prayer. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides, guardians, and angels of unconditional love, for all those who will see this message and receive this message, may they be in alignment with their highest timeline and highest vibration this week. May you surround each and every person with divine love, divine light, and divine protection, bringing in comfort, bringing in abundance, bringing in support, bringing in all their needs met easily and effortlessly. May you remove all stress, all doubt, all fear, and help everyone, God, to focus on you, to focus on your love, to focus on your grace, and to focus on your light. May we all be blessed and divinely favored. Thank you, God, for your unconditional love and for your protection in all ways. It is done. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.